It's weather on demand for Monday, December 15th. Here we are, mid-December already. It actually feels, these temperatures feel more like mid to late October for a daytime high. So these more or less overnight lows at the 8 o'clock hour on your Monday morning. Mid and upper 30s, low, even mid and upper 40s. It's 46 in Copper Harbor. We check in 39 at Marquette. We do have a dense fog advisory over most of the forecast area. And even where you're not under a dense fog advisory over the west end, you're still going to encounter areas of dense fog, but that continues into your lunchtime over most of the forecast area. Much of Wisconsin, much of northern lower Michigan. If you're headed over towards the bridge, watch for some significantly reduced visibility. You've got restrictions down to a half a mile, a quarter of a mile, less than a quarter of a mile in some spots. You can see, and that'll continue. Again, the Keweenaw still watching that fog at the Houghton County Airport, despite the fact you're not under the advisory. Just enough shallow moisture to keep some drizzle into the forecast. It actually looks like some deeper moisture on the approach now. It looks like some rain moving in along this latest frontal boundary. A couple of things we're watching actually. Here's one working out around International Falls, and that's going to continue eastbound. We also have this big low pressure system developing that classic comma shape that these lows like to make with that counterclockwise rotation. Lots of warm and moist air lifting in up ahead of that system under the lower and mid-Mississippi River Valley. Obviously, you've got some colder air filtering in back behind that. Brings a change over to snow. So here you have all this warm and moist air surging northward on this south wind. Lots of places checking in well warmer than average. It's 50 in St. Louis. How'd you like to wake up to that? But we do have some colder air filtering in back behind that system, and places like Nashville really not feeling the effects of that cool or warm front, I should say. They're under the influence of that high pressure. So we do have mild temperatures along this frontal boundary, lots of low clouds, and even once the fog peels back, we're keeping overcast sky conditions, some light rain and drizzle through the day. But watch what happens. These systems more or less combining. That's that first low we're watching on the northern tier. As we look at our Tuesday morning, we see a change over to snow. That happens initially over the western UP. It's going to be blustery and breezy as that colder air filters in, bringing that change over to snow. Lots of lake effect snow, accumulating snow, maybe a cancellation or a delay into your Tuesday, or even into our Wednesday. As this low pulls back into our Wednesday, still watching that snow. Eventually we see this high pressure ridge trying to build in, but you know what, Wednesday morning is going to be slow going. We'll see some good accumulation by then too. So back to your Monday, overcast, temperatures low and mid 40s through the day. Watch for that rain and drizzle through much of the day, and then we cool things back for tonight. That cold front settling in over the western UP, so the Keweenaw Peninsula, much of the west end of upper Michigan is going to be breezy and cool with a change over to snow. There may be a brief bout with perhaps some sleet as we change things over, but that shouldn't be too much of a big impact for you. We hang on to temperatures just above freezing in the warmer places, so we're keeping rain and some fog developing over the eastern UP for yet another night. Snowfall forecast you can see as we roll through the timeline through Tuesday, especially in the afternoon through Tuesday night and Wednesday. We're seeing a couple of inches accumulating here within a 6-hour period Tuesday afternoon, and then that lake effect just bringing that snow right in, especially over the Huron Mountains, western Marquette, Baraga, and on up through the Keweenaw Peninsula. We actually may see anywhere from 6 to 10 inches of snow or more, depending on just how long that snow lasts into your Wednesday. But certainly by Wednesday, some good measurable snow accumulation. So unsettled first half of the work week as we cool things back down. As we look at the second half of the work week, looks more or less dry as high pressure slowly eases eastward, and temperatures, even with the cooler air, only manage just around average for this time of year. Have a great week. Thanks for watching.